Okay, let's get this started. Getting a bit of information right about here. Great information, really. So all you need to do is simple subscribe, ring that notification bell so that you do not miss out on whatever I've got to bring to you. As we definitely know, a lot is happening, and Harry Maguire is heading for an exit. It is now confirmed as West Ham really agree a deal in principle to sign the football player Harry Maguire, and this is quite great news for the club Manchester United. Not good news to Harry Maguire as a football player, because I think he would have loved to stay at the club Manchester United. And also Mason Greenwood wants to make a comeback to the club Manchester United. There is a lot to talk about, as Mason Greenwood is interested in remaining at the club Manchester United. He does not want to move to another club, and from the Sun newspaper says that Mason Greenwood wants to make a return, and also the squad at Manchester United is for the football player Mason Greenwood. They are supporting him and saying that he should definitely come back to playing football for the club Manchester United, and we expect something to happen very soon. We definitely expect good news very soon, and the final decision is definitely going to be out any minute from now. And also not forgetting Bajin Clay Todibo, who is going to be coming to the club to replace Harry Maguire. Perfect replacement, a very good centre back who plays for Nice, but also has been a very big target actually for quite a number of clubs. So seeing Harry Maguire really leaving the club Manchester United, we could definitely be seeing yet another football player joining the club Manchester United, with the fact that we've got a bit to talk about. Also Rasmus Hojlund and his injury. We definitely know that Rasmus Hojlund has got a bit of an injury, and it's been said in the news everywhere he's injured. United bought an injured football player, but the reality is it's not that serious. His injury is not that serious, but Erik ten Hag is trying to see how he can approach this, and we'll definitely be talking quite more about the football players and what is definitely happening in the camp of Manchester United. So Harry Maguire is leaving the club. Harry Maguire has been at the club Manchester United, I must say, for quite a long period of time, being the captain of Manchester United for 3 years. And recently he had to give up the captaincy of Manchester United to a very wonderful football player, Bruno Fernandes. And the fact that Manchester United has lost all I think all the legends that were at the club are now really leaving, with Harry Maguire being the latest. We saw Cristiano Ronaldo leave the club Manchester United. We saw David De Gea leave the club Manchester United, and Harry Maguire also leaving the club Manchester United. It's time for modern football, really. Let's hope really things keep on moving on quite well for the club Manchester United, as Manchester United is more than happy, more than interested in seeing what the manager Erik ten Hag is going to be bringing out for the club Manchester United. Manchester United fans are really eager in waiting for Erik ten Hag, seeing what he can definitely bring on table for the club Manchester United. So seeing how Harry Maguire exactly, we need to see exactly what is being said about Harry Maguire and his potential exit, because for a fact we know that Harry Maguire is going to be leaving the club Manchester United, and already a perfect replacement has been already identified, in that Jean Clay Todibo. It's now everywhere. Even Sky Sports has let's see what Sky Sports is really saying, because now it's really everywhere, this Harry Maguire deal. So Harry Maguire transfer, West Ham agree deal in principle with Manchester United to sign the defender Harry Maguire. West Ham has had a £20 million bid for Harry Maguire rejected last month, but also now they are cautiously optimistic about completing the signing from Manchester United. Personal terms are not expected to be a problem whatsoever, and there is still work to do on this detail, as we know that he is heading for an exit. So West Ham have agreed in principle with Manchester United to sign defender Harry Maguire in a deal worth in the region of £30 million, and I think that's quite kind of reasonable. In personal terms, not expected to be a problem, but there is work to be done still. West Ham through, yeah, that's coming in from Sky Sports. Maguire trained with Manchester United on Wednesday morning ahead of their Premier League against Wolves. But at this moment in time, we could definitely be seeing him leaving the club, Manchester United, and that's what we are getting from. That's what we are definitely getting from Sky Sports, and Sky Sports really is a reliable source. So, seeing Harry Maguire leaving at £30 million. I think Manchester United, I don't know what happened with Harry Maguire. He was a very brilliant football player, but that's why United bought him at £80 million, and being bought at £80 million and sold at 30. Kind of a loss to the club, Manchester United, but in one way or another, I think it's a bonus because it's not getting the gameplay. And it's a win-win situation, really. We need to look at it this way, because Harry Maguire isn't getting enough gameplay. So if he goes to West Ham, there is a possibility that he could play better at the club West Ham, because he's going to get regular football. And I think David Moyes really... I think Moyes, the style and mode of play that he employs, can definitely fit Harry Maguire. So it's not entirely bad to him. There is something positive in this Harry Maguire deal. So he can definitely try his luck at the football club West Ham, as West Ham has already agreed to sign the football player, and we expect possibly a medical for Harry Maguire is going to be done very soon, and once that is done, we can definitely officially call him a West Ham football player, and he will have nothing to do with the club Manchester United. And let's hope this really moves on quite quickly, because United need to find a perfect replacement, and already the fact that Jean-Claude Todibo was already identified as a football player that's going to be replacing Harry Maguire. We definitely know that United has been planning this for quite a long period of time, because Jean-Claude Todibo has been linked to the club Manchester United for around 2 weeks now, and yet we didn't know the reason as to why, because there are a number of centre backs at Manchester United, but definitely if Harry Maguire is leaving, then a perfect replacement is definitely needed. So the centre back definitely has to be Jean-Claude Todibo. And Manchester United is not looking at other centre backs. All its focus is on Jean-Claude Todibo, and we hope and think that this deal is one that will get on quite well with the fact that Manchester United is looking at replacing him, getting yet another football player, replacing Harry Maguire, getting yet another football player. So get into the comment section and let us know what you definitely think about Harry Maguire, whether you think he should stay at Manchester United or it's time for him to leave. He should definitely leave. But what we understand and what we know at this moment in time is that Harry Maguire is definitely going to be leaving the club Manchester United any minute, any time from now, and he can have a bit of more gameplay at West Ham, and I know he might perform. I've got quite confidence in him that he's going to perform quite well at West Ham. but I don't think United is his place to be at this moment in time, because how Manchester United is playing, United is really playing very well from behind. When you see you've got Lisandro Martinez, who's quite good on his feet, and you see the goalkeeper Andre Onana, you see Rafael Varane, all those football players look sure of them comfortable on their feet, and United starting very many balls from behind, not like when David De Gea was in, almost every ball was going. It was long balls almost all the time. This time, United is starting balls from the defense section, pushing the balls into the middle third, and then the midfielders are also placing the ball into the final third of the pitch. And definitely, you can tell that that's the mode of play that Erik ten Hag is trying to employ at the club Manchester United, and is way too different this time around. So that's why Harry Maguire does not stand a chance of really him being at the club Manchester United, because he will definitely be making quite a lot of mistakes. Not that he is necessarily a bad football player, but because the mode of play has changed. It's definitely changed, and it's really changing. When you see, if you watched the games before, that like Lisandro Martinez has been on and playing alongside the goalkeeper Andre Onana. Lisandro Martinez is very comfortable passing the ball to him, to Andre Onana, and Andre Onana is very comfortable passing the ball around the defense section. Anyway, let's hope things keep on moving on quite well for the club Manchester United, and let us know what you definitely think. I'll get into the comment section, and let us know what you definitely think about the football players, and what you think should really be done with the Harry Maguire deal with him, with Harry Maguire set to move to the club West Ham. So with Jean-Claude Todibo, I'm very confident that Jean-Claude Todibo really is gonna end up at the club Manchester United. And now let's talk a little bit about Rasmus Hojlund, and then we will also talk about Mason Greenwood. So with Rasmus Hojlund signed at £72 million, really that's quite a reasonable amount of money for a football player like him. I think Manchester United did good with that transfer, because he's still young, 20 years of age. Definitely that's quite big money, 21 years of age, but also on a very long period of time, he's quite, I think he was worth it's definitely a very good thing for him. So but what we got was that he got an injury. He sustained an injury during training at Atalanta, and at this moment in time, this injury is being monitored, but it's not a serious one as it's being reported. As many people saying it's quite bad, but it's not as bad as it is being reported in the news. So we expect him to play in the next possibly week. He might not start, but he could be playing in the next couple of weeks. So let's hope that all goes well, and he really gets back to his form, and he can start scoring for Manchester United, and possibly things will definitely keep on moving on quite well for the club Manchester United. Also talking about now Mason Greenwood. So let's talk a little bit about Mason Greenwood and what's happening with Mason Greenwood. So Mason Greenwood recently, actually what's in the news today about Mason Greenwood is that Mason Greenwood wants a return. He himself as a football player wants to play for Manchester United. He wants to come back and play for Manchester United. Though a loan deal is an option, him as a football player prefers to play for Manchester United. And also the fact that Mason Greenwood, actually the teammates at Manchester United, his teammates at Manchester United are really giving him emotional support, saying that they've got no problem with him coming back and playing for the club Manchester United. And also that also is a very big thing for Manchester United, and it's something that comes with quite big aspects, because if the players are willing to make him return, if they are positive about his return, then that's quite positive. And also the manager Erik ten Hag really also wants the football player Mason Greenwood to make a return to the club Manchester United, and let's hope really things keep on moving on quite well for the club Manchester United. Which part of the world are you watching from? Which part of the world where you watching from? Just get into the comment section and let us know what you definitely think about these transfers, about Mason Greenwood and stuff. Okay, let's get, as you definitely know that we always do a media watch, and at this moment in time we're going to be going into the media watch and seeing who said what and what's going on. We need to look at Manchester United Evening News with what is see what Manchester United Evening News is definitely saying about Manchester United. Actually, it's not Manchester United Evening News, it's Manchester Evening News. Okay, which is quite a reliable source. Okay, let's see. Manchester. So let's hope really things keep on moving on quite well for the club Manchester United, and United can definitely get whatever they definitely need. And let's get into this. Let's get the party started. We're definitely going into the media watch. Let's get the party started into the media watch. Okay. So, Manchester United transfer news live. Mason Greenwood latest as West Ham agree fee for Harry Maguire. And Manchester Evening News goes on and says the start of the new season is just 5 nights away for Manchester United, when the start of the campaign against Wolves, which is on Monday. Manchester United will be focusing on outgoings before the match and the rest of the window, after completing major business with the signings of Mason Mount and Andre Onana, plus Rasmus Hojlund being the latest football player that has been signed by the club Manchester United. Oh, that's is that it? Is that what they've got? Ooh. Okay. Not a lot from the Manchester Evening News. We've already seen something from this from Sky Sports. Yes, the Mirror. Let's see what the Mirror is saying. Also a reliable source, which is also quite a very good one. Let's see what the Mirror is saying. The Mirror is saying, let's see, Manchester United plots Harry Maguire swap deal as defender eyes reunion with best mate in football. Do you think it's going to be and this is the latest really, but I don't think it's going to be a swap deal, because Manchester United has already agreed £30 million. Let's see. Everton may rival West Ham in a potential bidding war for Harry Maguire, as Manchester United continue to listen to offers for their former club captain in this summer transfer season. Everton are considering a move for Manchester United defender, with the Red Devils interested in midfielder Amadou Onana. Amadou Onana could have Onana in the goals and Onana in the defense. Going the other way. Maguire looks to leave Old Trafford this summer, with boss Erik ten Hag having stripped the captaincy of him earlier this summer. And behind Lisandro Martinez, Rafael Varane, Victor Lindelof and Luke Shaw is the packing order. And that's what we definitely are getting. West Ham have already seen one bid rejected for England international, but they have now returned with an improved offer, believed to be in the region of £30 million. In addition, the boss David Moyes is also keen on splashing some cash boats on the sale of Declan Rice, and this was £105 million for the football player Declan Rice to sign a new midfielder. The Hammers failing to reach the valuation threshold for Harry Maguire has left the door open then for other clubs, with the Independent outlining how Everton are weighing up on a move, and that would unite the defender with England international teammate Jordan Pickford. Jordan Pickford said Harry Maguire is his best friend, and that could definitely go on quite positive. Previously speaking on englandsfootball.com, Pickford said the central defender Harry Maguire is one of his best mates in football. I have played with him throughout my England career. Yeah. In a separate interview during the World Cup, he added, myself and Harry have a great relationship. The majority of my caps have been with Harry playing front of me, and we work really well together. Our defensive record is Harry playing there is really a good there is really good, as well as he is in a very good moment. Anyway. Meanwhile, Manchester United are eyeing a switch for Fiorentina defender midfielder Sofyan Amrabat, and there is big possibility that he could end up at the club Manchester United. Really, we've been talking about that. Has been media watch. That's been our media watch for today. It gets a bit boring with the media watch bomb. Yeah, we've got to do it, and we see where we are, where we definitely are, whether what we're saying is still valid or is gone astray, because we have to get the latest of information. Anyway, let us know what you definitely think about Harry Maguire leaving the club Manchester United, as he could definitely be leaving. As we have just read, we've just read from different sources saying that there could be a bit of competition from West Ham and from Everton, as Everton is also interested in Harry Maguire, despite the fact that West Ham has already agreed a deal to sign the football player Harry Maguire, deal that is worth £30 million, quite a lot of money there. So that is quite great. Anyway, with Mason Greenwood really, let's hope things keep on moving on quite well for the football player Mason Greenwood, as he's eyeing a return to the club Manchester United. Otherwise, thank you for being part, and let's meet yet in another video. Thank you and goodbye for now.